Hear that? That's the fox. Fox is screaming. Good morning, guys. Hunting season day 7. Yesterday, Dad lost a clip for his gun. Fell out of his pocket, he thinks, somewhere. Luckily, he didn't go that far. He went straight up a trail and pretty much back down. I'm gonna bring the metal detector today. It's really bothering him. His guns are old, so he likes to keep all the parts together. So that's what I'm gonna end up doing today. Hunting and metal detecting, I guess. And there's this week's stats. 133 kilometers so far, 11.1 liters per 100 kilometers. Can't beat that in a truck. All right, so we found Dad's clip. It was in his crack of his seat in his truck. So I don't have to do any metal detecting this morning. We're back where we were yesterday. I'm climbing the mountain again and gonna sit for a few hours. And if that doesn't produce anything, I'm gonna go old school hard over the hemlock. There's a real dirty spot up there. I'm gonna go through it and see if I can push something out to Dad. Really hard to do pushes with only 2 guys, but I'm getting desperate here. This is frickin' day 7. Something smells different today. Smells like success. I just have a little spiritual commune with the universe. And I've invited every grandfather, great-grandfather, great-uncle who have passed on to come and push a deer out for me today. That's just something I do. I've always done that. Come and hunt with me. Send your spirit to enjoy the woods with me. Maybe that's weird, but I do it. I've been doing it since I was a kid. Hopefully today they come and push something out. So I've got the camcorder out with the better microphone so I don't have to talk so loud. I want to show you guys where I'm sitting today. I took pictures yesterday of a few of the pull downs. This would be the Valley of the Squatch. There's got to be 24 big hooping, like behind me. There's 2 right there. Everywhere I turn, they're all over in this valley. I'll zoom in and show you guys a few of them. It's got to be natural. You hear that? That's a deer. That's a deer. I can't see anything because of the hill. There's a skidding road down there, and I walked all the way around this hill to sit down here and show you guys this big valley. And the deer just came down the side hill right here. I could hear the doe calling. I think my frustration has just hit an all-time high. Younger Gary would go chase those deer. That's not good. They're just going to stay ahead of me. If I get a shot, they'll be running. Old, smart Gary is going to go back and sit down where he was and be quiet for the next 3 hours. They're going to circle around, and maybe I'll see them come out in front of me. Too crunchy. Can't hear anything. All right, I passed this morning and I didn't want to talk too loud. I was trying to get into my spot, but this caught my eye. This is strange to me. It's kind of like the one I showed you guys the other day. We've got a birch tree that has fallen over here, and tucked under it, look at, we've got a great big pull down. Now if this tree just fell down and it fell in this direction where it's pointing, look at where the base of that tree is over there. That's 12 feet. If that tree was standing up straight, there is no way this tree caught it and pulled it down. It's almost like that thing was tucked under after this one fell down. I can't explain it. I don't know if you can tell the angles on the phone here, but where this fell is nowhere near the base of where that tree would have been if it was sticking straight up. It would have been straight up with that other piece right there. So how did it get tucked under over here? Strange. Well, it's been 3 hours, nothing's moving. Dad and I talked over the radio. I'm not going to climb the big hill. There's no point. There's too much ground. The deer can just run any direction. I can't force them to take a skidder trail that goes into the next valley where he is. There isn't enough guys, so we're just going to head back to the vehicle and try somewhere else. We're going to see if we can find some better sign somewhere before we set up for the afternoon hunt. Yeah, I know there were deer here, but they are long gone in the wrong direction. They're down, way down in that valley, somewhere down there, and Dad's half a mile up over in the next valley over there. If we had more guys, this would be so much easier, but we don't. At this point in the hunt, I'm just feeling like I have a better chance of finding Bigfoot than a freaking deer. I mean, deer might as well be a cryptid up here this year. I don't know, like, haven't seen a tail, haven't seen anything. And I'm pretty sure that it's Bigfoot wearing deer stilts leaving these tracks. Well, I can tell you guys a little bit about this forest. These were all replanted when I was just a kid, maybe 4 or 5 years old. So these are 40-year-old trees here. White pine plantation, and that's what 40-year-old trees look like. 8, 9, maybe 10 inches around, some of them. So if these trees are 8, 9, 10 inches in diameter and they're 40 years old, think of some of those monster red pines that Stan and I find. They've got, a 4 or 5 foot diameter, some of these, and we always say they're 200, 300 years old. And we can't be too far off because I don't see any here that are bigger than 10 inches in diameter. Check out some of our metal detecting videos, guys. Stan is an old tree hugger. He knows where all the biggest, old, best trees are. And when I say tree hugger, he really is. He will stop and have a chat and a little visit with all of the big, old growth trees that we come across. And we've got a lot of them in our metal detecting videos, so check them out. Check out this big old oak. There was an old tree here that was cut down many years ago, and then the new tree grew around it. Make for a good stool. Well, I know some of you guys prefer hardwood hunting, and that's what we're going to try this afternoon. We're just all spread out. Uncle Harv has joined us. Check out the spot I've picked here. You can see a long ways. I'm just going to watch this hill for the next couple hours. There's a nice deep ravine underneath me, and they might come right up the bottom of that. That would be perfect. So I'm just eating lunch here, and I brought some Oreo cookies today. I haven't had these things in years, but I'm going to tell you, they're skimping out on the icing. There's like the thinnest little smidgen of white in there. You guys, let me know what you think. Have you eaten an Oreo cookie lately? Is there less icing in there than when you were a kid or, even 10 years ago? I think so. Look at that. I feel ripped off. This isn't the first year that we've had a tough go of it. Deer hunting, moose hunting, whatever the season may be. Some years are more difficult than others. And I always think of the caveman. They'd have us believe that we lived up here in caves at minus 30 degrees Celsius and 10 feet of snow all winter. And these guys were killing game with slings, throwing rocks, chasing them over cliffs. I don't know. I don't believe any of that. Do you guys believe that? I can't get one with a high-powered rifle. I find that hard to believe that the cavemen were doing this. I don't know. I think there's something else happened here. I don't know. The history of man is not what they tell us. Sitting on watch for hours and not seeing anything gives this guy lots of time to think. Tom's got a bow, and I've got a 4-man hot tub. Tom's always up for a cold beer. And if I bounce a couple arrows off the side of his garage, he'd know it's hunting time, and we could probably both hunt out of that tub. Better chance of seeing something there than here, pretty sure. I think I've just formulated the plan for the rest of the week. So here I am making my way back to the truck, and I see orange. These guys are already out here. Did they even leave the truck, or did they just have a nap? What's going on here? Harv, you told me you were putting on that camo thong, some face paint, taking a skinning knife, and you weren't coming out till you had a deer.
This isn't Harv.
This isn't Harv. You were replaced by an alien.
Harv says
the watch isn't even over. I come out of the bush and you guys are both back here.
Just come out there.
A good hour ago, eh?
No. Did you see the truck that drove right back to you?
Yeah, he drove right beside my watch.
Not much happening back there?
Nothing.
And it's hot. Harv said it was 21.
Oh, I'm sweating to death right now.
Well, that's
Look at that temperature, 28 degrees Celsius. No wonder we're all coming out of the bush going, oh God, it's hot. If it's this warm tomorrow, I'm not hunting in pants. I can tell you that right now. Well, another fruitless day. This guy's gonna call it quits a little early today. I'm gonna go home, have a Bailey's on ice, and think up a better game plan. See you guys tomorrow.